In the deaths of Denise and her 3 friends, there still was unfinished business. It took decades to bring their murderers to justice. There was a deep-seated, obviously, hatred of anybody of color.
And what we found was it wasn't just of people of color. It was Catholics, it was Jews.
Doug Jones was the U.S. attorney, a baby boomer himself, who wouldn't let the case go untried. You and those 4 young girls shared a generation. You were all baby boomers.
Right.
And the arc of your lives came together in a courtroom, in a matter of speaking.
It certainly not escaped me that those children were essentially my age at the time that they died. I was not one of those people on the front lines in Alabama at the time, but there was a group of us who later came who were able to kind of help right some of those wrongs and to help finish the job that some of those folks started back in 1963. And there is, I think, it's an army and it's a legion that continues to this day.
Denise McNair died 8 weeks shy of her 12th birthday. Her epitaph etched in stone. Coming up, 1 man, 2 years, 600 job applications, and no takers.
I have applied for jobs that are 1/4, 1/3 of my previous income level, and I would have been thrilled to get it.
The age of anxiety, when Boomers returns.
This CNBC program is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
Well, hey, glad I caught you. I was on my way to present ideas about all the discounts we're offering. I've got some catchphrases that'll make these savings even more memorable.
All right. Good driver discounts. Now that's the stuff.
How about this?
They're the bee's knees.
Or this?
Sir, how about just 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance?
Yeah. Good luck with that catching on.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Oh, sure. We have plenty of employees that you could label as different. Like Janice. Fashion deficient. And Tom, copy incapable.
Oh, it's open kimono time!
Looking good, Dan.
Oh, we want
Volume control syndrome. But we focus on the talent and skill that each person brings to the team. I mean, no one's really concerned about labels. Not even mine.
Labels get in the way. Disabilities rarely do. Visit thinkbeyondthelabel.com to evolve your workforce.
We are boomers 100 million strong. Boomster.com is our site. Learn about volunteerism, wine, incredible travel, and so much more. Meet a golf psychologist from Fearless Golf for Boomers, a specialty chef, a memoir author, and other like-minded individuals. Share your ideas and dreams with other Boomsters. Join Boomster.com, a place for boomers to learn, to meet, and to share.
Love your contacts but need readers too? Bausch & Lomb multifocals have all-distance optics that let you see clearly for reading, for distance, and everywhere in between. For a free trial pair, go to goodbyereaders.com.
Last year, the U.S. alone used over 39 billion plastic bottles of water. That's enough to stretch around the Earth over 190 times. Each Brita filter can take up to 300 of those bottles out of the equation. It's a small step that can make a big difference.
All we ask is that you keep doing what you've always done. The Lexus RX. Never has a vehicle been designed to feel so natural.
Long-term investors have a common desire, income. At Annaly Capital Management, that's our business, generating dividend income. We prudently tend to our investors' capital through market ups and downs. Annaly, investing in your best interest.
Seductive wolf in sheep's clothing.
It was all the image, fake it till you make it.
Snares a Hollywood princess, a president, and an even higher authority. American Greed, tomorrow, 9 Eastern on CNBC.
While our economy may be weakening,
and our confidence shaken. I want every American to know this. We will rebuild.
New York Times reporter Mike Weinrib covers the boomer beat for his newspaper. His Generation B column, seen every Sunday in the paper's style section, tells the tale of an age group in transition.
You know, the stereotype of a baby boomer is I'll do it my way and being spoiled. And I just had this feeling that it would almost, I could do a column that played against stereotype, and that would give it some of its power.
But in August 2009, the power of one column surprised even its author.
I was stunned by the reaction. I get somewhere between 500 and 1,000 emails on this column. It hit a nerve.
It was the story of this man, Michael Blattman, but really the story of so many boomers.
Well, he's what we fear. Could this be us?
Not so long ago, Blattman lived in this upscale suburb of Washington, D.C., earning $225,000 a year as senior vice president for a student loan company. Was there anything at the back of your mind that said to you as you got into your 50s, later in your career, you know, I wonder if this is going to last forever?
No, to be perfectly honest, I didn't really go there. Yeah, there was always a risk. Everything in business is a risk.
In January 2008, Blattman, along with 500 other employees, was laid off by his company. Initially, he wasn't worried. Get $188,000 in severance?
Correct.
You thought another job was just around the corner?
The barometer was always something like 5 or 6 months of looking until you landed something comparable. So I figured, oh, okay, 6 months? Okay, I could do this for 6 months and then find the next one. Well, there was no next one.
New numbers are out tonight from the government, and they are dismal.
Tens of thousands more Americans out of work.
As his generation confronted an economic storm of historic proportions,
The concern now is what those layoffs will mean.
Blattman found himself humbled, living in a one-room apartment. After applying for 600 openings and getting only 3 interviews, he still was looking when we spoke in New York City, 2 years to the day since he lost his job. Describe for me what your old boss said you are at this point in your life and why you're having trouble.
He said, how's it going? I said, I can't, you know, nobody's talking to me. No, I can't. And he says, that's because you're an old white guy. And that's stopped me in my tracks.
Do you sometimes feel a little bit toxic because you're unemployed?
If this was maybe 10 years ago, I would say yes. Not now. I am one of, like, what, 10 million, give or take, that are in this situation, so I am not alone.
Far from it. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, more than 4 million baby boomers are unemployed.
May I have some coffee, please?
For many, retirement at 65 is no longer an option. Facing shrinking nest eggs and mounting bills, they need to work, but they wonder if anyone will hire them again. When you get up in the morning and look at the mirror, do you have to give yourself a little pep talk?
Absolutely. The hardest thing to do each day is to get up and say, okay, what am I going to do today? It's a constant cheerleading effort each and every day, but the thing is I'm the cheerleader and I am the team, so I'm all in one.
Blattman starts every day checking out online job sites and sending out resumes for jobs that pay much less than his old salary.
I have applied for jobs that are 1/4, 1/3 of my previous income level, and I would have been thrilled to get them. There are just too many of me and everyone else out there, and I just wish there was a place for us to kind of land.
But all the want, the wishing, can lead to worry and to stress.
People who are in this position could have heart attacks, could get strokes because of intense stress levels. I am lucky, as they say, because it's only my teeth.
Grinding your teeth?
Grinding would be benign compared to whatever I'm doing.
Blattman's grinding has led to several root canals, damaged his implants, and worn away his bank balance.
My COBRA insurance